Hey, welcome back to the Bluegrass. It is a beautiful December day. It's about 32 or 33 degrees, and I have some friends up from North Carolina. I'm going to let them get in the video for a minute, and you'll watch them. They'll be bundled up and shaking because they don't grow them too tough in North Carolina as it relates to the weather. But this is Winnie, okay, and Winnie's owners are up to pick her up today. And the question we're going to ask is, or answer, is is it as easy as it looks on TV? Okay, so I'm just going to let you guys have a little insight into how these take-home lessons go, and then we'll ask well, I was going to say their names, but I don't want y'all to dox them because that's how the internet works. But we'll ask them after the video if it's as easy as it looks on TV. All right, so what do we do first here every time? We always work on our vocabulary and our physical skills, so that's where we'll start off. Now, this is Winnie. Winnie is, how old is Winnie? She's a 5-month-old English lab. And of course, you know the truth about all these dogs that I train. All of them want to be Labradors, and all of them want to be black. And Winnie fits both of those awesome characteristics. So we're really happy with her. Now, when dogs leave here, we like for them to be on the one-finger rule, and that means that we should be able to come out here and do our vocabulary work and our small challenges course with the dog not pulling on the leash any more than it takes to walk it with one finger. Now, that's not a perfect rule. It doesn't hold true all the time, but you know, if you do your homework and you're willing to give them a little bit of attention, maybe a little bit of dog crack every once in a while, even at 5 months old, your English lab should mind pretty well. Now, I'm talking to you guys while I'm walking the course. When I let Winnie's owners walk the course, I'm going to be asking them to work on their posture and their vocal inflection and the vocabulary that we use. And for those of you who are familiar with my channel, you know what vocabulary I use, right? Come, let's go, hup, easy, wait, and stay. Come, we just want the dog to get close to us. Let's go, hey, I'd like to go for a walk. And on that walk, I'd like for the dog to have a, you know, like to be nice and walk with a loose leash. Easy, hey, don't knock into stuff, you know. Wait, it's a temporary pause. Hup is a catch-all term we use for negotiating obstacles. And stay is what we tell the dogs when we have to go get something done. And it's going to be a little while before we get back. And so Winnie's doing great. Now we're going to let our owners take over and see how they do.
Oh my gosh, you're such a smarty. You're such a smarty. Very nice dog.
All right, now we will let Winnie's owner come over and get a hold of her and start working the course. Now my buddy Major has been watching the videos and he claims that he is going to be my best client ever. So we're going to watch and see. So he's going to go on the L-shaped dog walk, so a little hup. Now on that turn, give her a little easy there. Very nice. Now we want the dog's head up and out. We want your head up and out. Okay, so just kind of watch her out of the corner of your eye. Hup, hup, up. Wait at this balance point. We want that to be very subtle. There you go. Hup, up. Now easy and kind of slow down in between these two obstacles. Give the cameraman a chance to get to where she needs to be. Wait. Very nice. Now, look, you keep your head up and out, Major. Watch her out of the corner of your eye a little bit. Up, up. Very nice. Up. Now, easy right here, and let's throw in a weight right at the end of that dog walk. Wait. And on those weights, if you take your right hand and kind of bring it into play like a stop sign, it'll help quite a bit. Up, up. Very nice. Perfect. Easy. Up. Very nice. Up, up. Now let's put a little slack in that leash. We don't want to be pulling on the leash if we don't have to. Now circle around, come over this small dog A-frame. Hey, Major. I got to call the owners like I call the dogs. Wait. Very nice. Easy on the way down. And then circle over, go over the mimic table. Up, up, up. Very nice. And then go get on the exam table. Now sometimes these little chubbies will give you some trouble on that first jump there. Oh, nice. Stop sign hand, sit. Stay there. Now walk it this way just a little bit so the dog looks over. We can get a good look at her head. Very nice. That's perfect. And on that stay, we expect her to stay there until we can get something done. All right, perfect. Very nice. All right, we'll give Mom a chance. Now listen, so Winnie's mom is fixing to be on camera now, and she just asked me, she goes, now, does the leash go in the left hand? So Major says he's going to be the best client ever. We're going to see about Mrs. Major. Okay, go ahead, Mom. Go over there and see if you can figure it out. All right, now the pressure is on. There you go. Now, try to put some slack in your lead. You know, she likes doing this stuff. You don't have to boss her too much. And then when you're talking to her, try to model the excitement level that you're going to need for that particular thing. Now, see where you missed that? Let's go ahead and come back over here and get that right. So now listen, guys, this is going to happen to you a lot. Like you're working on something and you make a mistake. Hey, don't get mad. Just go back and try to do it right. Now, let me show you something right here. This is when a lot of you guys are trying to do like positive reinforcement dog training, or as positive as you can be, you know, I mean, because that's really how what it ultimately ends up being. Like you'll accidentally put your dogs in positions where like what you want's not 100% clear. And so Winnie had messed up earlier, and I asked you to come back over here and do it again. Now, when you came back over here to do it again, scoot back that way just a little bit so your shadow's not in the way. Okay, so you came up to about right here, and then Wendy's not sure what you want, and you start pulling on the leash. Now, you've watched her do it this morning, and she likes doing it, right? Okay, so then whenever you have a dog that's being pretty compliant, and all of a sudden you're kind of like, well, they don't seem to want to do it. The first place you need to look is whether or not your expectations are really, really clear. Okay, and since I'm not pulling on the leash a whole lot, and I don't approach the L-shaped dog walk from this particular angle, I don't really think she was trying to be disobedient. I think it was just a matter of picking a nice good line and clearly and concisely conveying your expectations. Come on, nerd. So if I come back like this a little bit, come on. Come on, up, up, up. And I get a little bit better line, then the odds of the dog being compliant are a lot higher, because the dog was not trying to be non-compliant, wait, in the first place. Does that make sense? And that's what we were talking about inside, is that oftentimes when you feel like the dog is being non-compliant or disobedient, then what's actually happening is you have a breakdown in your communication patterns. Okay, so here, I'll let you try that one more time. Now, so get you a good line on it, and then talk to her nice. Talk to her. Like, you got to remember, like a lot of this stuff when you come see me, it's a lot of like doing as I say, not necessarily doing as I do. Like I can walk this course because I've walked the course with the dog 1,000 times without saying much. This is the perfect opportunity for you guys to practice your vocalization patterns and your posture and your ability to like use your body to influence the dogs in very subtle ways. Dog training is what's in between the notes, just like music. Everybody thinks about dog training like the commands, you know. But dog training is a lot more about managing the dog in relation to its environment and making sure that you clearly and concisely convey your expectations. Like so, see there, we're going to do the same thing. Now, if you'll go back and watch this video, and you'll see Winnie's attitude is like not quite as excited with you. One of the things that you can do to adjust that is adjust your vocalization patterns, right? You see, here, watch me do it. Watch me do it one time. All right, so watch me. I'm gonna kind of, come on, babies. Up, up. I'm gonna kind of be more like what I would normally be. Oh, come on, up, up. Oh, you're a fine animal. You're a very good dog. Up. Very nice. Up. Very nice. You're a good dog. Very nice. Come on, come on. Oh, you're a good dog. And so when you're practicing these exercises, you're actually practicing how you talk to your dog and how you motivate them. Oh my gosh, you're a good dog. Very nice. If you want to bring some treats into play, then you can bring treats into play at the pause points, because ultimately we have to make the activity seem like fun for the dog's point of view. And so if you do it with kind of not much in the way of treats and not much in the way of upbeat, attitude, then the dog's not going to have a good upbeat attitude. That's what we're after. We want the dog to have a good upbeat attitude, and we have to model that. Come on, nerd. You're a very good dog. Up. Very nice. Wait. Easy.
Oh my gosh, you're such a smarty.
Very nice. Come on, up, up, up. Very nice. Wait. See, I bring that hand into play there. Easy.
Oh, you're a very good dog, Winnie. Up, up, up.
Very nice. Up. Very good dog. Up, up. Good. Stop sign hand. Wait. Easy. So I go from a stop sign hand to an usher hand. You know how the when you're when you go to the weddings, how the usher kind of does like that. Okay. So you kind of have a stop sign hand and an usher hand. Come on, babies. Up. Very nice dog. Up, up, up.
Oh, you're a smarty.
Up, up. Good dog. Up, up, up. Wait. Now again, if you want to bring some treats into play, one of the things that really gets people when you're doing like food work training with a young dog is treat delivery. I'm a short person, so it's pretty easy for me to kind of like give them treats even when I'm walking. But where Major, Winnie's dad, he's kind of a taller person. Like he's got to really bend down. That interferes with his gait pattern, and just to be honest with you, he's just not going to keep it up over a long period of time because it becomes uncomfortable to walk the dog. You know, easy. And then with Winnie's mom, like all of a sudden, like she feels pressured because we're all watching her, you know? And when you feel pressured, a lot of times you'll kind of shut down, and it's very hard for people to like be upbeat and to vocalize and seem, you know, happy and confident.
Oh, come on, nerd. Come on, up, up, up.
When like they're, like they feel like they're being watched. And you'll see the same thing with these little dogs like this. When you have a sensitive dog like Winnie, when we call it the watch this problem, you can have some stuff you're working on, she's been doing really well, and then when you have your neighbors over and you're like, watch this, she has a little bit of go to pieces, a little bit of performance anxiety, you know. And so you always have to just look at what's going on with your dog, and don't be so quick to think that it's a problem with the dog, because it's very rarely just a problem with the dog. Does that make sense, right? So we'll get some other dogs out.
Oh my gosh.
And let you practice, because the deal we try to make them here is if they do the small challenges course and their vocabulary homework perfectly, then I let them off work, right? And so right now, where Winnie's owners need more work than Winnie, I'm going to let them work with some other dogs so that Winnie can just run around and enjoy the benefits of being the top of her class.
Oh, very good dog. Very good dog.
All right, so Major wanted the full Uncle Stonnie experience, so I've let out a lot of dogs, and I'm just going to let him walk one after another. And we will start with Smokey, this big old chocolate lab, because Major likes labs.
Oh my gosh, Smokey.
All right, Major, come on over and grab your dog. And the best advice I can give you is be what you want to see, right? So when you're going to do an obstacle that requires the dog to be excited, I want you to act excited. And when you are doing something where the dog needs to be calm and to stay focused, then I want you to be calm and focused. Easy. And this is a perfect chance for you to work on your vocabulary and your posture. Good. And your vocal inflection. Wait. Very nice. Let that balance point change gradually. Up, up. And then wait on top of those stairs so the cameraman can get situated. Very nice. Now easy. Good. And then wait at the end of that dog walk. Very nice. Now on your weights, try not to stare at the dog. Try to watch him out of the corner of your eye, because we're always trying to make the point to the dog that we need them to stay when we're busy. Up, up. Easy right here, and wait. Now we try to make big dogs like Smokey wait a little longer on the on that dog walk, because it's a 10-inch instead of a 12-inch dog walk, and we're really trying to help Smokey learn to control that big body. He's another one of those COVID dogs that did not get the proper environmental socialization when he was young, so he's kind of impulsive and he's kind of clumsy. Up. Now make sure you give give your instruction early. Up, up. Easy. Think about being in a car. You know, you don't want a co-pilot in a car that tells you, stop, turn here. You know, you want a co-pilot that says, we're going to turn in a mile, and a half mile, and a quarter mile. And so you want to give that same kind of, you know, like courtesy to your dog. You want them to understand what you're going to do next. So easy, wait. And then as you come off of that, now tell him early. Tell him a little bit earlier. Let him know what's ahead. Easy, Now, hup, 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 right here. Start telling him to look for what happens next. There you go. Get you a good line on it. Hup, up. Now, wait. Easy. Now, as you come down, now, hup, up, hup. Tell him early. Hup, up. Now, wait right there. Let your cameraman get situated. Now, easy on the way down. Hup, up. Very nice. Wait. Perfect. Now, see how your dog's getting a little bored? He's kind of like sniffing around and stuff. Hey, make yourself sound just a little better. A little more interesting. You don't have to go any faster. You just have to be like a little bit more fun to work with. Now, one of the things you'll notice, if your dog starts to get bored, then they'll lose some speed and precision. So then in your efforts to like encourage them to have a little bit more attitude, like you'll increase the speed, but you'll lose precision. So dog training is all about learning to balance these different signals and emotions that you're feeding your dog. There you go, very nice. Now this time after the third jump, I want you to pivot to your right and go over the small A-frame. Pivot, hup, wait. Very nice. Easy on the way down. Turn to your left, go over the mimic table. Very nice. And then onto the exam table and ask the dog to stay there because you have to go do something. Now throw your leash on the table. And then try not to repeat yourself so much. Because if you get a habit of repeating yourself, then like say the dog was running towards the road and you were like, hey, stop. Well, if you say stop, 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 and he stops on the third one, where's he at? He's in the road and he gets run over. Very nice. Now you're going to calmly walk back. Very good. Now the only change I would make there, here, let's do it one more time, Major. Put him on the end of the table and have him stay. And I want you to walk away. And this time I want you to walk back and stand there calmly, quietly. And then when he's calm and quiet and in close proximity to you, after a count in your head, put a 5 or 10 count on it, then let him go. Don't start getting him excited on your way back because then he's going to meet you, right? And then like you'll be out at a barbecue or something and he'll keep wanting to meet you. Like you'll be like, here, stay over here, you know, stay away from the rib bones, you know, and he'll keep getting up to meet you. So go back over there. You might even just go over there and stand and walk away a couple of times. Now let him get nice and calm and quiet. Then walk away. Right there. That's the hardest thing in dog training because dogs are always wanting to get up and follow you or people will practice by staring at them. Don't stare at them. Watch them out of the corner of your eye. Good. Now walk back over there, turn around and look at me for a second and I'll tell you when to turn around and let him go. Now what I'm looking for here is for that dog to get fully settled into sitting and being still. Does that make sense? Now if you just reached in your pocket and where your treats are, then look, see that kind of, he starts to go, oh hey, wait a minute. Is this treat time? All right, so go back. Very nice. And just turn and look at me. You see how he's looking at you expectantly? We want him to be expectant, but what we want him to expect is that if he's calm, attentive, and polite, then good things are going to happen. And see how you ended up having to fuss at him there? The reason we go to so much trouble to work on developing these dogs' impulse control is so that you don't have to fuss. Because you always have to remember, like the dog will take negative attention like over no attention. So it's very easy to get in a pattern where the dog is not behaving properly until you fuss. But then what you've kind of weaseled yourself into is a position where for your whole life, you have to fuss to get your dog to mind. Now see, by holding your attention, talking to you right there, what did that dog do? Once you started listening to me a lot, he just laid down because he knew, oh, okay, this is one of those times where Stonnie's going to go on a rant and I'm just going to be here for a long time. Now, as a result of him being 100% in line with being calm, attentive, and polite, now let him know that he's earned his freedom. So love on him and let him go. You see, now that's a very subtle point, guys, but that's going to save you a lot of labor in the long run. All these techniques that we do, they take extra labor up front, but they save labor on the back end because your dog develops a better attention span and you get a lot better at understanding what to expect in a given situation and conveying to the dog what those expectations are. All right, we'll let Mom do it. All right, now we're going to let Winnie's mom walk Smokey and work on her ability to influence these fine animals. Very nice. All right, so this is a chance for you to stand up for women's equality and show that you can do this better than your husband. Very nice. Be the change you want to see. So when you want him to be calm, you be calm. And when you want him to be excited, you be excited. And you modulate that level of excitement based on how hard the activity is that you're asking him to do. Wait. Very nice. Now you got to be very careful with that leash pressure. Okay. So bring him back up there into that same spot. Okay. And let's leave this leash slack. There you go. Ain't that crazy how such a small thing makes such a big difference? Hop up. Now wait at the step so your cameraman can get situated. Easy on the way down. Up, up, up. Wait. And let's kind of stay there for a second. Wait there for a second. Now, easy. Up, up, up. Very nice. Up, up. There you go. Sell it. Easy. Draw your words out. Easy. Wait. Very nice. Now, listen to that wait. Wait. You see how that sounds different than my wait? Wait. Like, did your mom ever tell you it's not what you say, but how you say it? In dog training, that's super important. Up, up, up. Now, so just give him his instructions just a little earlier. Again, always think about being in a car. You don't like to be in a car with anybody that says, turn here. Up, up. Very nice. Up, up. And then easy on your way down. And now hop, hop here. Now hop, hop here. There you go. Now hop up. Let him know what you're going to do next. Hop, pivot. Well, okay, you're good again. That's good, that's good, keep going. Very nice, I like hard workers. Very nice. Easy, easy. Very nice. There we go, hop up. Yes, you want to tell him early now. Easy, easy. Even with your weights, you want to tell him well in advance of the spots you need him to wait. So watch, wait, easy. Perfect. Very nice. Hop up. Very nice. And then wait here. Let your cameraman get in front of you. Now easy on the way down. Very nice. Easy. Wait. Now, so see there, see like I'm saying the wait and he started to stop and then you came in with your weight? Think about the last part of the T, okay, as being the stopping point. Okay. You don't want to say wait and then expect him to be able to stop dead, right? So it's like wait. So it's like gradually applying the brakes in your car. Easy. Hop up. Now hop up. Tell him what's coming next. And see, you guys, you consistently have problems at this same spot, you know. So now, like if you keep having problems, giving him kind of not clear signals, then the dog's not going to be quite so excited about doing the behavior. So when people are working with their dogs, a lot of times when the dog starts to lose interest, then they start feeling like they need to correct the dog. But in reality, the dog's bored because you're boring. And that's the same thing with kids in school. A lot of kids don't do well in school because they have boring teachers. You know, like let's just be honest. I mean, you take a little boy and you ask him to sit in school for 10 hours, 8 hours, whatever. You better have some pretty dang exciting teachers there if you want him to do well. Now, change your vocal inflection. Sit. And now, just say it one time. If he doesn't do it, then use your leash, or you can use that cupping technique to make him sit. Now, so here's a little thing here. You're saying sit the word, right, but your body posture and the way you're interacting with him is yes. We call those Harlequin romance no's. Remember in those books like your grandmom would have where it would be like, no, 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 but the no's really meant yes, okay? Well, those are Harlequin romance, no's. You gotta, if you're gonna say no, it kind of has to look like no. Very nice. Now don't stare at him. Because remember, it's Christmas time. You're probably going to be getting, like Christmas ornaments and fancy presents out of your car. If you have time to look at your dog, you don't need him to stay. That's just always remember that simple rule. All right, now he's being pretty good. I want you to walk back over there by him. want you to walk back over there by him and then turn around and look at me. Now, see, when you walked back over there, he kind of, based on his experience with you, thought you were either going to start petting him or loving on him, so he stood up. Right. And what we're trying to make him realize is, dude, if I tell you to stay, you have to stay there until I tell you we're going to do something else. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wait. And you see what happened? If I can get you looking at me, he'll recognize that this is one of those situations where you're still busy. Right. And when you're being busy, what's he supposed to be doing? He's supposed to be being calm, attentive, and polite. And a lot of people would think in terms of going back over there and correcting them, or like being active with their putting him back into place, and that kind of works. Right. But from my perception, from my perspective, the more we can put the minding on the dog, the better. So like, hey, make a good decision, dude. Now walk back over here to me. And then walk back over there, and he might get up again. If he gets up again, we'll do the whole exercise. Now turn and look at me. Now see how he stayed in that nice, calm, attentive state? He could lay down there, he could sit there. I don't really care about his posture, but I care about his demeanor. Yeah. See, he's fully vested in staying there now. Now he has earned his release. So now you can tell him okay, or whatever you like to tell him, pet on him, love on him, take off his leash, and say, dude, you earned your free time. Very nice. You see that? Ain't that crazy? That's really neat, isn't it? Very good, very good. All right, so now you have Cole, the golden retriever. You can go ahead and exit the table. Very nice. Very nice. Now Cole is an especially sensitive dog, so you have to be like especially cognizant of like the pressure that you're putting on him. Wait. Very nice. Now go ahead and help him with that, because like I said, he's very sensitive, and if anything goes wrong on the course, it'll shut him down, you know, and it'll take us quite a few minutes to get him back. Up, up. So that's kind of the good thing and the bad thing about these golden retrievers, is that they're very sensitive, so they don't take a lot of repetition. But like if you get, wait there, if you get any bad repetitions, it's kind of hard. Now, so slow down, you're outrunning your cameraman there. Wait. Now, so let's think about how you ended up getting sped up there. Now, did you make a conscious effort to get sped up, or did you just kind of start to buy into the dog's excitement level?
I made a conscious effort to get our Cole excited to move forward.
All right, and now, so that worked, but the negative externality related to that, you outran your cameraman. Right? Okay? So everything that you do, guys, has some type of effect past what you're thinking about, right. You know? Right. Okay? So easy. Now where that would run into, where you would see that in real life, is people come over to your house and they talk to your dog in a very excited manner, and then the dog jumps on them or trips them. You see what I'm getting at? Right? Okay? So when you're thinking about making your dog get excited, then you have to make sure that the context is appropriate, the situation is appropriate. And then if you'll think about what just happened through that series of jumps, you see how often you found yourself having to pull on the leash? Right? Okay? So you're, right, well, so like, see, look. And so you kind of lost it all here with your leash pull. Let me see. Come on, nerd. Come on, come on. Up, up. Up, up. Oh, you're a very good dog. Easy. Wait, now, so, wait. If I have a dog that's a little bit nervous, right, and it's like it's either rushing because they want to get through it, or they're like lagging because they're worried about making a mistake, then I'll make sure that I adjust my posture and vocalization accordingly. And sometimes I will go back a step and like bring a tangible treat into play. So like I have a little dog crack into my pocket, and look, I'm going to show him a little bit. Wait. Now this is difficult because they'll start to follow your hand around, and sometimes they'll come off of the equipment, you know, and that's hard. Dog training is an art, so never forget that. But see, when I brought that dog crack out, you see how that kind of reset him? Now I didn't actually give him the dog crack, but I showed him that it was in play, you know. Very nice. And now I'm back to this one finger walk, and up. Very nice. Up. See? Wait. And this is what I'm always after. Easy. Up. See, like people don't realize how much they use the leash, you know. Up, up.
Oh my gosh, you're a very good dog.
Up, 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 up. Very nice. And then if you start to pulling on them a lot, then the dog starts to feel like, well, heck, I'm getting pulled on, whether I'm being compliant or not compliant. So why be compliant? Up, up. Oh, you're a good dog. You're a very good dog. Very nice, Cole. Very nice. Up, up. Stay. See how clear? See how clear I am? And notice I'm not looking at them because I don't need them to stay when I'm looking at them. You know? And then since I promised him that dog crack earlier, maybe I'll come back and give him the dog crack. Now, if you give him a fat treat, you have to give him time to eat, you know. So I'm gonna let him eat and then I'll release him. I could have also just released him and then gave him his treat and he could have went on, okay? But with this particular dog, people love to give him treats. And so what I'm really trying to get him to learn how to do is to take a treat and still wait patiently, you know. Big problem we run into with different dogs is like if you give them the treat, they think that, like, you know, work's over, right? All right, so here, Major, you come walk Zoe. And Zoe's pretty sensitive too. She's a Fox Red Lab. And keep in mind, you know, what I just said. Okay. Easy off the table. Now, so look here. So Zoe says, well, how about I just sit here? If I just sat here, would you give me a treat? And you did the right thing. You said, look, I have a treat and you can have it, but you can have it after you've practiced your vocabulary work and your exercise with small challenges. Very nice. Up, up, up. And then wait. Now, stop for just a second right there, Major. Now, what I want you to think about the next time you come around is you're kind of consistently getting a bad line on some of your things. And then you're having to try to readjust it with the leash, okay? So if you're having to bring that leash into play, a lot of times it's because of how you're approaching the next obstacle. Now look, so she's trying to make you give her a treat right there. That's funny. All right, there you go. Now wait there, let the cameraman get in position. There you go. Very nice. Wait. Now easy on your way down. Very nice. Up, up. Easy. Get ready for a long wait. Very nice. Now, where you're a big person and that's a sensitive dog, you might need to be a little bit more subtle with your hand motions, you know. Sometimes what you'll notice, like, is if you're a little bit bigger person or you have a little deeper voice, then the dogs kind of have a tendency to err on the side of caution because they don't want to, like, get in trouble. And then sometimes if you're a smaller person with a higher pitched voice, you have a kind of an easier time getting the dogs to do the motion exercises, but you have a little bit harder time with the manners and the staying, you know. Now, so bring your treat back into play and let her know that you will pay her, but you're just not going to pay her for that. Now, sometimes they'll just say no, and you either have to be really patient or you just have to make it happen. Very nice. Now pivot and come over the small A-frame. Up, up, wait already. So that at the T, she was on the apex. See, a big mistake is to tell them wait right as they hit the apex. Easy. Now you might just have to make her go there, Major. Now, see, this is what makes working multiple dogs hard, because when you're talking to her excitedly like that, saying you want to party, all the other dogs come over to party, dude.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. That's it. Oh, that's it.
So you're stuck. All right, let me see. Let me see. Let me see here. All right, watch.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing? You giving Major a hard time?
Up, 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 up. Very nice. Up, up. Sit. Oh, stay there. What do you weigh, Major? How tall are you? Like 6'3", 6'4"?
6'2" and some change.
6'3", 230. And that 22-pound lab had you stuck like a rock. Oh my gosh. All right. All right, now I will do Larry. Oh, because Wendy's owners, so far they've only got to do puppies today, and Larry's a little older, and so Larry's his own fella, you know. And so when you're doing Larry, Larry's a great dog to learn to be a dog trainer on, because he's not really super good at all this stuff, and he's a bird dog, so he's not super attentive, right? But he's very, very sensitive. So you have to be super cognizant of how much you pull on the leash and how you talk to him. And so basically, as I walk Larry, listen to me be supportive. Larry needs his own support group at all times, all right? Come on, Larry. Even the way I say his name. Let's say I say his name. Come on, Larry. Come on, up, up, up. Very nice. Easy. Good boy. Wait. Now, all this work that we're doing with these dogs, it's pretty easy for these puppies because they're at the prime point of their life for learning how to use their bodies. Larry is a hunting dog that grew up in the suburbs, and so he doesn't really know how to use his body very well, and he doesn't know how to control his natural urges. We went over, you look at my Instagram, we went over to the farm yesterday, and Larry got to chasing geese. So I've completely lost my ability to control Larry. And listen, like my poor little stubby legs, I had to run like a marathon getting a hold of him. But I got him back, and now he's doing pretty good. But when you're working with an older dog, you always have to take into account not just their natural demeanor, not just their breed-specific traits, but you know, the complex interplay of those breed-specific tendencies with the training that was done in the formative periods of their life. So like with Larry, we've been working on getting him to, you know, come back well at the farm, and he has every intention of coming back. He's just going to come back later, you know. And so we have Wings somewhere around here, and he's an English setter too, but we started him in the system when he was 7 weeks old. So when we go to the farm, Wings, the younger dog, doesn't have to be on a long line. He doesn't really have to be supervised because he's whistle trained. And the older dog, who you would think would be in a better position to be off the leash, has to be micromanaged at every moment. And that's the same thing with how Larry approaches doing the exercise with small challenges course. Wait, very nice. You see how deliberate he's being, you know, like he's really concentrating. We've struggled with him. We've really tried hard for these last few weeks to teach him to concentrate and to make conscious efforts to use his body correctly. Up, 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 very nice. Up, up, very nice. And you can see kind of as he's walking how his nose wants to take him one direction or another. Wait, but he's really trying hard. And that's what we love about Larry, is that for whatever like little idiosyncrasies Larry has as an English setter, he really does try to be, you know, a good dog. Easy, very nice. But he presents a unique opportunity for somebody to get some leash practice in. Come on, Larry, up, up, up. Because you have to be so careful of how you talk to him and how much leash pressure you put on him. You really can't put much leash pressure on him at all, or he gets upset. And when Larry gets upset, his ears go back, and you can tell the camera's kind of got him a little worried right now. So I'm gonna have to come over here and love on him a little bit. And then once I get him good and loved up,
Oh, it's a good dog.
I'll let Major come and walk him. Come on, buddy. Oh, you're a very good dog. Get a little love time. All right, now Major is going to walk Larry. All right. Now, Major, you're a big, imposing figure. Strong man. What were you saying? You're 6'4", 230? I like that. Ripped abs. So, you know, don't let your masculinity, your hyper-masculinity intimidate my dog, dude. Right? There you go. Up, up. Wait. Very nice. Up, up. Now pause up there and let your cameraman get into spot. Very nice. Now don't get him too excited because he's kind of clumsy. If you get him too excited, he'll fall off the equipment. There you go. Wait. Very nice. And easy on your way down. Up, up. Very nice. Good job. Now real easy here. Good. Do not pull on his leash because you'll pull him off. Start again. Very nice. Hey, when I say this dog is sensitive, dude, I mean he's sensitive.
Come on, Larry.
There you go. Now, you might bring a treat into play, kind of reset him. Since he had a kind of a little bit of a bad experience there, like, and he's sensitive, you got to go, okay, come on, dude, we can do this. Now, see how you brought his attitude? See how you brought his attitude right back out with that treat? Bring it back out again. Bring it back out again. Very nice. Now, really easy with that leash. Easy with that leash. And tell him, up, up, up. Very nice. Wait. Very good. Now, easy. Perfect. Up, up, up. Now, if you start to lose his attention, you might come in with a little petting or maybe the possibility of a little treat action there. Up, up. Very nice. Up, up. Now, when you pass the third jump, pivot to your right, go over the small A-frame. Very nice. Now, really talk him up here. Good boy, Larry. Wait. Good. Now, easy on your way down. And then pivot to the next obstacle, which is the mimic table. Very good, Larry. There you go. Pivot. I don't have any insurance, dude, so don't be falling down here. You're going to have to go back to your fancy job. You want to be able to do an insurance claim. Hey, and quit pulling my dog off the table. Hey, his mom is really particular, dude. You're going to get me in trouble. Now, see, so what you're competing with here is these other dogs. And like, so Larry likes girls. And so like, you're going to have to really work yourself out of this problem here.
Come on, come on, come on. That's it, come on. Oh, good.
There you go, very nice. And then up on the exam table. And then a pretty firm stay and a walk away. Good, very nice. There he is. Now adjust your collar so that your stop is underneath his right ear. Yeah, his other right ear. Where are you from? Raleigh, North Carolina? Ain't that a liberal safe haven up there? Now we're going to use our other left side also. I know how you voted. There you go. Up, up. Now see your tendency to use that leash? Okay, with Larry, like you keep pulling on that leash, you're going to pull him off. So, yeah, so come back here. Here, let me get you squared away here for a second. Oh, come on, Larry. All right, first thing, get your leash fixed and then be early. Come on, up, 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 up with what you tell him. Okay, and then try not to have much in the way of leash pressure. These other dogs get in the way. You can just kind of say, hey, move out of the way. Look at my leash pressure though. Do you see what I'm saying? Like what you guys are both doing, and everybody does it, up, up, up. But you got to understand, you know how when you first start driving, like you overdrive, right? That's the same thing that happens with leash pressure. You give people a leash and they all want to use the leash too much. And then they wonder why the dog seems like it's, you know, not able to comply. So you can come back over here and take over, but let's wait. Let's try not to use too much leash pressure and let's be early with what we tell him. So easy and then hup up. Hup right here, hup up early. Very nice. Now don't get him too excited because he's a little clumsy. Hup up. Wait. Let me get out in front a little bit so he's not constantly looking over at me. Now easy on your way down. Very nice. Now see how you ended up coming in with that leash right there at the end? And that's going to happen. That's going to happen. All this stuff's going to happen. You're going to get speed but lack precision, or you're going to get precision but lack speed and attitude. Okay? And you're not going to get it perfect, so don't get frustrated when it's not perfect. All you're doing each week is trying to get a little better. If you can just do a little better each week, then by the time your dog's about a year old, they're, you know, I mean, not perfect, but maybe perfect for your situation. Very nice. Now put Larry on the exam table so that we can see his face. Up, 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 up. And Larry, Larry says, no, I don't think so. But see, Larry was never held to any kind of standard when he was young. So like he's looking at your, you know, at Winnie's mom there, like, and saying, you know, she's really probably not that serious about me getting up here, you know? And so she's got to plug away at it. Okay, all right, now go ahead, Major, go over there with your wife. And you guys are now what I would call pretty proficient, you know, amateur dog trainers at the first, second lesson, you know, like spot. So how do you feel? Easier or harder than it looks on TV?
Definitely harder.
Definitely harder. But did you, is there anything that we worked on today that seems like it's insurmountable? No, nothing, right? So all we have to do is go home and practice each week and focus on making incremental improvement. And if you can just keep stacking successes, just a little bit of success each week, by the time your dog is a year old, then you're done and you've got the whole rest of its life where it's just going to be about perfect.